Well, hey everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 437th stream where I'm going to be eating breakfast with all of you, and that is why it's called Munching with Mana. Probably self-explanatory, but feels like it bears repeating, especially since this is only the second time I've done it. So, anyways, hello Jack and Emrys, what is up? How are you? I am doing pretty well myself. Just dropped little Mana off to preschool, and she's mixing colors today. Was kind of excited for that. Gave me a huge hug. I mean, just enormous hug. It was definitely the highlight of my day. Will keep me going for the entire day. And then she said, "But you can leave now." So, I mean, that's love for you, right? Anyway, oh, I am not collaborating. That is a mistake. I'm going to fix that. Some of these things I do forget. I'm definitely not back full swing. So let's deselect my timer, and we might as well do that on the command as well. But anyway, what else is going on? How is my day so far? I mean, so far, I think I fairly well summed it up. Definitely the highlight being dropping little Mana off to preschool. So that was pretty nice. Anyway, what about you? I'm doing great. I'm glad to see you, Jack says. Oh, thank you very much. I do have breakfast today. Now I'm going to reach over here. I've got a nice short glass of milk, always a favorite among Mana Manor. Then I also have something that I'm very excited for. I'm going to share it in a moment, but I realized I've got my webcam autofocusing. So we're going to adjust that as well. So many things to adjust this morning. Done. Saved and done. Okay. What I've got, I'm going to see if I can do this without dropping everything. Or maybe if I do it this way. Hold on. Can you see it? Okay, so there we go. That's my English muffins with butter and tayberry jam, some fresh Oregon tayberry jam, and then some raspberries up at the top. So I'm very excited for that. Hiram, how are you doing? Let's start with a raspberry. Man, can't go wrong with a raspberry. I don't know about any of you, but what are your favorite berries? I'm curious to know. For me, raspberry is definitely at the top. I think it's really good. Mulberries are also really good. Hiram says it doesn't look like a muffin to me. Okay, English muffin. It's you know, these little things, right? They're good. I like them, but Hiram says crippled and tired. Fair enough. mm. So this is toasted. Oh no. Uh-oh. Looks like we may have crashed. Evil guy, it's Mana of Art. Have we crashed? Has the stream crashed? Uh-oh, everyone. It's freezing. Hiram can hear us. Lots of dropped frames. Oh dear. Hmm. Oh boy. It's all jerky. Like me. No? Hold on. All right. Can you hear me still now? Baby Mana is stealing all the internet? No. No, Hiram, I don't think that's it. I'm so sorry that we're having these issues here. I don't know why. The internet, very unpredictable here. And it worries me. It really does. I'm plugged in, hardwired. It's just acting so. You don't have to apologize. You don't know what to do, Jack. I understand. Hold on. I understand. Let me see if there is something I can do. It's definitely on my end. Okay. Not how I like starting streams, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream for a moment. I'm gonna do a quick the picture is all laggy. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. CPU usage is fine. It's definitely an internet issue, which is why what I'm going to do now. Oh, I wonder if it's I wonder if it is because there is some uploading going on cloud backups. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. I'm gonna check the internet upload speed, see what's going on, and we're gonna come right back. Okay? So look, not ideal, but if you don't mind bearing with me, I've got a lovely breakfast I want to get back to, so I'll try and fix this quickly. All right, just a moment. Hmm. Well, I'm guessing that podcast mode is what we're gonna need to do right now. Well, I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames, but can you hear me all right? Let me know if you can hear me. We just popped into podcast mode, and I mean, it's possible that this is going to be good. Perhaps unlikely, though. Hang on. Okay, Evil Guy says so far he can hear super well. So I don't know why I just can't get video to work. I mean, I really don't. I'm at a loss. And it's pretty frustrating because the internet speed test was successful. I mean, it was what I was expecting. I could try dropping down the resolution, but I mean, this has worked before with the same stats on the internet. I am hardwired in. It's not an issue with the computer. In fact, right now I'm sitting at not even half of my CPU usage. Good audio with 6 frames per second static image. Well, that's why it's podcast mode right now, Mink, but it's so good to see you, by the way. Hello, everyone. So you can hear me fine, but I don't know why. I'm assuming that static image is just what says podcast mode. So yeah, audio is good, but the video is not coming through. I'm sitting at about 80% in dropped frames, and obviously that won't work so well. But I will say I have lower internet upload speeds here than I did before. It's about half as high a number. For those of you who don't know, for streaming, it's really your upload speed that matters, not your download. Your download doesn't really make a big difference. So, upload is me sending data out. That's what streaming is. And I've basically had, let's see, 10 upload. Where Minka Bane, you're going to be telling me, you're going to be bragging a little bit. What do you get, Mink? You get probably like 8 quadrillion upload, right? Isn't that what it is? I think ballpark estimate. But yeah, I've been streaming at about 10 megabits per second upload, and now it's 5. Now, according to Twitch, that is acceptable. It's not ideal, but it's acceptable. And everything I can see, that's what I'm hitting is a consistent 5. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not really sure where that's coming from. 500 megabits per second up and down, very low latency. Mink, do you need a roommate? I know I made that joke before, but So good to see you, by the way. How are you doing, my friend? Fiber life. Yes, and the top hat. Oh my gosh, I love it. And Evil Guy says my upload speed has been very inconsistent in the new place as well. I'm sorry to hear that. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. And it could be I'm connecting to a different server on Twitch. You're still at work? Well, that works. Chortle, chortle. But you're doing great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I haven't really been around that much lately. I've just been so caught up with life and trying to settle in to my new job, new place of living with my in-laws. However, we do have a house that we're looking at. We're hoping that that's going to pan out. I'm gonna have a sip of this milk. I have this wonderful breakfast laid out. I'm not eating it. I should. I really should. Still dropping the frames, so I guess we're in podcast mode for now. So think of this as a man a manner. It's it's not very exciting on your end, perhaps. Oh, geez. Yeah. Hope the house is everything you're after. Well, Jack, it is. Thank you very much. I mean, it seems to be. Unfortunately, the biggest issue seems to be that the sellers are still looking for a house and have not found one yet. Until that point, we're kind of just waiting and waiting and hoping and waiting. Oh, Jack, thanks. Even if this happens, I'll be here till the end. Ah, thank you so much. You love talking. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's strange. I don't love when there's technical difficulties, but I do appreciate that you like to hang out nonetheless. What I am going to do is take a quick peek at my server, which okay. I'm gonna try a different server, but I'll chat a little bit more first. Well, anyway, how has everything been, man? I was actually going to DM you to check on you, funny enough. Well, that's great. Thank you. Things have been well. Okay, so quick catch up. My job has been very rewarding, but also very demanding and time consuming. This was somewhat expected. My schedule is shifted quite a bit, meaning I don't really have a super consistent schedule at the moment. And when I do, it tends to be a later start. Today, in fact, I start at noon. On Thursday, I'll be starting at noon again. On Wednesday, I'll be starting at 11. On Friday, I'll be starting at 8. So it's it's all a little bit wonky. But I love it. It's very rewarding. I am filling in a position that hasn't been filled for a while, meaning that I actually have a lot of catching up to do, amid also trying to just learn my job because it is a bit of a career change for me. And in a manner, I intend to share a little bit more about what this job is, and it probably will make a lot more sense to everyone. But I don't want to do it on the stream just yet, just to try and kind of keep a little bit of privacy. And I do upload these. I have all of my archive on YouTube, even though most of it isn't actually available for watching just yet, but it will be. I know I've been saying that for a while. Also, we've been house hunting. We have this house that we have put an offer on. It was countered. We responded back and we accepted the counter. The counter means that we are waiting for the sellers to find a home before they sell. And either party could, in theory, walk out of this agreement with very little repercussions, which is the scary part because we really like this home and we don't really relish the idea of having to go out and look further. But it's possible that that could happen. Nevertheless, we're keeping hopeful and optimistic. Our realtor has been in touch with theirs and tells us that they are actively looking. They've had quite a few leads. They, in fact, put an offer on a house at one point, but another offer was accepted. The market here is good, not great, more of a seller's market. It's a little bit cheaper than where we sold our home, so that's actually pretty nice. But it does mean that we have a lot to try and a lot of there aren't as many houses. Sorry, so it means that there's a lot that we're trying to um, sorry, here, an easier way to say this: there are fewer homes and more buyers, meaning that it's a little trickier for us to get into a house. It's also a little bit less expensive, but then again, for people who are local, that probably isn't necessarily meaning anything, because it would be the same as if we sold our house where we did and then bought there. It wouldn't really, it would kind of be a wash, right? But moving to a place where it was a little bit cheaper, it kind of helps for us. So that's an advantage. It doesn't mean that it's any less difficult to get a house yet at the moment, though. Evil Guy says, "I see. Hopefully, it's not too stressful. It's good. All of this is good. We've got a good place to stay. We're staying with my in-laws. It's a wonderful home. We're 15 minutes less than that to my parents. They're just on the other end of town, but a little bit out. They're more rural. They live on 5 acres. So that's really nice. We've got my sister-in-law and her husband and 2 kids. They're moving back probably within the month or early October, and they put an offer on a home. Then they decided to put an offer on a different home because they liked that one better, and the inspection had kind of yielded some issues on the original home. So they've now successfully put 2 offers down on a home. They backed out of the first one, which was fine because of the things that came up through the inspection. But they have this other house now, and they're probably going to move into their house before we did, and we came out here much quicker. But that's okay. We've got a good place to stay, like I said. And if we all end up where we're thinking we'll end up, then a lot of us will be very, very close. So it'll be my sister-in-law and her family, my wife's grandfather, I call him grandfather, my in-laws, all within walking distance. Actually, it's very nice. And then I'll be a couple minutes to my work. In fact, I'm thinking about getting one of those little electric scooters and just scooting along to work. I think it could work. Evil Guy says we're losing quite a bit of people, and my days might be getting changed around, and I might be carrying more slack. Oof, oof. Oh yeah, that's tough. And Jack, thank you. Jack says, I know you'll do amazing, because for someone like you to bring such positive and life-changing attitude to a stream, you'll be the main attraction at your new job. Well, thank you. Yeah, the walking distance will be great as well, Jack. I'm looking forward to that a lot. And it is good to have family close by, indeed. I wholeheartedly agree. So I suppose I'm gonna start eating. I know it's a little weird that you just have this static screen on. I could try, you know what? I'm gonna just end the stream for a moment and try a different server. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some luck. If not, we'll continue with this. I'll keep chatting for a little bit longer. We'll cut the stream a little bit shorter than I was even originally intending, which it wasn't gonna be that long. So 1 second, let me just give this another go. Back, but it looks like I'm dropping just as many frames. This is very peculiar, I'll tell you that, indeed. And Jack can just picture me riding a scooter. At least I have Tayberry Jam to make me feel better. So what else has been new with all of you? Mink says just display images of the food being eaten. Oh, there you go. Take a new picture every few minutes. I probably could do that, huh? Let's see. Tell me if you saw that picture. I'm not sure if it came up or not. Mink liked it. All right. There we go. We're making some progress. Jack says, nothing new here. Been waiting 1 to 2 years for a new game to release, but they keep pushing it back. They want to make it perfect. Oh, what was it? Or is it? I don't know. Oh, man. Does anyone here know what a tayberry is? I gotta be honest, I don't really know either, but it's really good. Tayberry jam. Homemade from a local farm. Oh, it's something on Roblox, so that's cool. Yeah, I was wondering that too, evil guy. Which game? All right. It's time for our next one here. Pet Simulator 2. Okay. You love simulator games? All right. So I'm looking forward to Spelunky 2, which is not Pet Simulator, but it has the number 2 in it. So that's kind of close. Mink. Great expression, I think. I know, right? I need to try more simulator games. All right. These darn dropped frames. Close. No, yeah. Close enough, Jack. Close enough. All right. There you go. Hopefully you caught that one. That was my raspberry. Fix your technology, man. I know, right? I would like to. I don't know what's going on. Can't keep that face in forever. No, but Twitch can. Yep, me sucking on a berry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man. So weird. I don't know. So what did you all have for breakfast today? Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Jack is about to spend 1,300 manamons on cards. I choose 3. Evil guy had a bagel and a blended drink. Ooh. Well, there we go. An English muffin is kind of like a bagel, only... Oh, man, now I really want a bagel. Or a bagel. I want a bagel of bagels. So what did you have on your bagel? Just classic cream cheese? Did you put lox on it? Oh, man. Bagels and lox? Oh, now that's what I want. I want that just for every meal for the rest of the day, actually. Oh, Jack, it's currently 3 a.m. for me. I always choose to stay up late for your streams. Well, thank you so much. Ooh, Evil Guy says this bagel didn't have a hole in it. But is a bagel without a hole really a bagel? Mink says wholemeal buns and hard-boiled eggs and aged cheese and a huge coffee. Very nice. Man, wow. That's a really balanced meal, actually. Wholemeal, so good, getting the wholemeal grains, all that stuff. Whole grains, hard-boiled eggs, which is a very healthy food indeed. Aged cheese, which just, oh my gosh, sounds amazing. And I mean, the coffee just rounds it out, right? that's what brings the balance. Oh man. A plain bagel with cream cheese, Evil Guy says. Well, you can't go wrong with that. Jack, what? What went wrong? Oh no. Oh no. You lost everything? All your 1,300 manamons? Oh no. Oh no. Jack had some curried sausages with mash and veggies for dinner. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie. I think we're having fish tacos for dinner tonight. I can't remember. We might be having fish tacos. Last night we had some delicious fish. So my in-laws, they actually go fishing about once a year. They actually go to Alaska and just bring back a ton of fish, and they freeze it, and it keeps, for the year. Oh, evil guy!
Food stream, food stream, food stream, food stream.
And Lunar Lek, hello. Evil guy, thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I have to show a picture, I guess. That's what I need to do. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Hope that one stays ingrained in your memory for a little while. To be fair, these are the faces that probably the stream would freeze on anyway. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had a stream freeze on you? It's never on a flattering image. I mean, it's always that time where you're scrunching your eyes in a weird way, or like, do you know? So, like, the issue here is that I'm dropping tons and tons of frames. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what's happening. Creepy food faces make sense. Feel free to turn these into memes. I'll only be a little bit sad. My hope, by the way, was actually to play a little Minecraft today, but there's no way that's gonna happen. I'm dropping too many frames, so we'll probably wrap up here in a few minutes. But I'm gonna do face cam, but at 1 frame per second. Yes, that'd be really funny. It's just like down in the corner, just yeah, just 1 frame, boom. Like, oh, look at that, man. But yeah, no, uh I think now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we get this fish. So um last night we had 2 prepared, you know, uh, 2 types of prepared fish. Both were salmon, but one was with a glaze. It was oh gosh, was it like what was it actually? I think it was almost like a syrup, like a, it was sweet, or I can't remember what it was now. Shoot, that's gonna brown sugar. I think brown sugar was involved. I can't remember what that one was. It was actually really good. And the other, there were some crushed nuts on the top with some honey mustard, and it was very delicious. I actually haven't had fish prepared that way before, and I tend to like my fish raw. But anyway, it was really delicious. So if you ever try it, it's good. Evil Guy says, "All right, I gotta head back to work. Glad I got to stop by and chat." Evil Guy, I am too. Thank you so much for doing that. Thanks for the 5 bits. Thanks for putting up with the podcast mode, and I look forward to catching up with you more, my friend. Take care. Say hi to Ginny for me too. I haven't talked to her forever. Oh, I have 1 raspberry left, everyone. All right. Oh, this is for Evil Guy then. I don't know if Evil Guy's still gonna see this, but I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, hold on. That's for you, my friend. All right. We'll be together soon, by the way. I know. I think she's packing or something. I saw a tweet, and it sounded like she was going through stuff in the attic or something. She was taking things off the ceiling. I didn't get a chance to respond yet, but please do send her my best. So and congratulations on being together soon. Yay! Okay. New game I started. I got this limited run games golf story. Anyone heard of this? Mm, sorry, just finishing my breakfast. Evil guy says that image shall be stuck in my head. Good. I mean, wait, sorry. So who here has heard of Golf Story? Again, sorry for the podcast mode. I would love to actually show my face. Right now we're sitting at 76.2 frames dropped. So obviously that's not going to work so well. So sorry. But Golf Story. Lunar Lex says, "What am I doing? Playing some Rocket League on the computer, just up to rank." Mink says, "Don't worry, it's been clipped." Awesome. Oh man. So Golf Story. It's a RPG where you progress by golfing. Oh, yes. Podcast face. I love the name of the clip too. Oh, Mink. You're you're the best. Thank you so much for doing that. Alexers, hello. Alexers, welcome on in. Sorry, this is a funky stream. I'm dropping too many frames, so I've got issues here. Jack says, feel free to check the general channel on Artemana's Discord server. Yes, indeed. But yeah, this is kind of the best we can do. I'm eating breakfast, chatting with you, probably wrap things up pretty soon here. I was talking about this game, A Golf Story, and it's really fun. I actually had originally disregarded it. I kind of thought, whatever. I mean, I like golf games, actually, but I thought, nah, this one, it looks a little hokey. I'm not sure. Now that I have started it, getting that limited runs games version of it, the physical copy, I thought, all right, yeah, you know what? I heard this is great. Ghost Kid had spoken very highly of it. You know, I don't need a lot of excuses to get limited run games because they're limited, they're physical. What's not to love? The collector in me is very happy. They're usually very reasonably priced. Anyway, I popped it in. Ms. Mana said, "Hey, you know what? Let's play that." Like she was interested in it, so I started playing it, and it's just freaking adorable. I don't know what else to say. It's really funny. So Alexa says it's fine, man. A good way to work around an issue. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the audio seems to be working fine for whatever reason. I'm at 1 frame a second, but hey, whatever works, we make it through, right? And I appreciate you taking the time nonetheless. Hopefully, we'll get these things sorted in the future. And when we do move, one of the biggest priorities for me is to get as best an upload speed as we can. So, and Ms. Mana's on board, like we're going all out. We're looking. In fact, actually, I think this might have gotten me to the point where I'm going to start researching a bit more on this house that we put an offer on, and actually get an idea of what the best upload speed we can get would be. I know that it's probably about the best we can get in this town. We were looking in the areas that had good maps and stuff, but I would like to actually do a little research now because I can, and just make sure that we're going to get adequate levels. I don't understand why this happens, but it's also entirely possible that it's just the service, the service provider. I had issues even at the old place when I had great speeds. Sometimes it just happens. So I don't know. We'll find out. The other solution, and I think Mink wouldn't mind this, is that I will just run an Ethernet cable from his router over here. That's what, maybe 5,000 miles, something like that. Should be doable. Is there any competition between providers in our area? Very limited, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not ideal. And actually, in truth, that was kind of an issue even at our old place. It was the one big provider, and there were a lot of little ones, but they tended to all run off of the same service as the big one. It just they were, paying for the privilege of doing so and then passing it on. Not really an ideal situation, but there are a couple of potential options here. There's no way we have fiber. However, there's some rumor of that maybe eventually coming, but I'm not holding any hope for it. So we'll end up doing DSL, most likely. There is, of course, uh, satellite, and a lot of people, especially out a ways, are on satellite. My parents, let me just tell you, my parents end up getting less than 1 megabyte per upload or per second download speed. Less than 1 megabit per second. Megabit, I can't remember what it is. They get less than 1 per second download. They can barely watch Netflix. Upload is abysmal. I mean, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that I'd be able to stream. So yeah, it's also less than a megabit. So that's the trade-off for living in a beautiful, country place. Megabyte. Thank you, Jack. Okay. It's wonderful, and actually it's nice because you kind of have to unplug when you go there. But yeah, my in-laws, they're supposed to be getting 5 upload and I believe 50 download, and I was getting 200 download and 10 to 15 upload at our last place. That wasn't even the best we could get. And at work, my last work, we were getting 300 download and like 150 upload or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty good. I actually just, towards the end when I discovered that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never realized what speeds we were getting here. I'm like, I should be streaming from work. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to take an extended lunch break, like 2 hours, play some video games, share it with people. Last bite of English muffin right now, and then I have the last raspberry. Oh, wow. All right. Alexia says, well, a game I've gone back to playing is a PS1 game that I've been playing on my PS3, and it's called Tomorrow Never Dies, and it's a solid James Bond game. I actually have that, I believe. Pretty sure. I've never played it, though. I want to. It's an old James Bond game, yeah. Yeah, the Pierce Brosnan or something like that, right? That was his name. Mink says that explains a lot. Competition is fierce over here, and switching contracts is pretty easy, hence our great internet. Makes perfect sense to me. Also, I think Europe does exceed internet use or internet speeds in the U.S. In fact, actually, we lag behind quite a lot of the world in terms of internet speeds and accessibility. Welcome back, Harem. Not a lot of people realize this, but actually, access to high-speed internet in the United States is extremely limited, and in a lot of cases, it's impossible. And that actually ends up making it pretty difficult for people in lower economic brackets. There's less access, and then with less access comes less ability to find careers and education that will be high paying. And it becomes this. I'm not going to go too long on it, but it is a justice issue, honestly. There's a very, very real inequality based on that, and ends up becoming it's going to be a big issue down the line. And unfortunately, we've got some pretty selfish reasons for some of these things. So, and it was Pierce Brosnan. Awesome. Thanks, Alexers. Harem says my internet speed is meant to be like 50 megabits and or megabytes, if that, and that's fiber for me. So yeah, see, I mean, we're not necessarily alone in not having the 500 that our friend Mink has, but hey. Oh, I still have a raspberry. Done. All right. Last face, maybe? Here, I'll show you. Oops. I pushed the wrong thing. There we go. Lucky Mink. In the UK, we have different internet providers: Sky, Virgin Media, BT. Speeds are in megabits. Oh, they are megabits. Thank you, Mink. See, I was totally spacing on that. Couldn't remember if it was megabytes or megabits. It's one of those things that I know half the time, and the other half the time I'm like, duh, I can't remember. There's also Talk Talk. Here it's like Comcast, Comcast, Comcast. Oh, and Comcast. 50 megabytes would be 400 megabits. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Really? That's weird. How does that conversion work? I thought it was like the metric system in tens. Oh man, I just downed that whole glass of milk. So good. So good. All right. You know what we're going to do? We are going to attempt this, and let's see how jerky I am. Oh, 8 bits is 1 byte. I mean, I guess I could have figured out the math, but I didn't. Anyway, all right. We're going to close out because obviously this isn't working so great. 76 dropped frames. It keeps going up. Lots of issues. I'll try and see what I can do. My plan is I wanted to stream some Minecraft with you. We'll do it another time. I've got everything set up to do it. We could also do marbles with friends. That was another thing I was going to suggest. But we'll leave that for another day. Let me see about possibly doing another morning stream this week. I will try and squeeze something in. Maybe we could do an evening thing as well. I don't know. I'm going to just keep trying things and seeing what works, because that's kind of the season of streaming that I'm in right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thanks for being patient while most of the stream didn't work, or at least half of it, the video half of it, which is kind of an important part of it. And honestly, I really do appreciate you still being in my life. I know that I have been very distant from Twitch, from Twitter, from Discord, which is very surprising to me. And it's really nice to know that the limited communication I've been able to do, you see it, you understand where I'm at right now, you're patient with me, that you haven't given up on me, and that you're still my friends. And I really do appreciate that. So, and Scooter just dropped by. Oh, Scooter, well, hi and bye. Look, as always, do good, be well, and I'll catch you next time, my friends. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Wait, what's happening? What's happening? Wait, more technical difficulties. There we go. Now, bye-bye.